Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Kit and today is Sunday, September 27th, 2020. Thank you guys for joining me today. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and staying safe. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself to all my new yarny friends. I've gotten quite a few. So if you guys don't know, my name is Kit. This is a YouTube channel about knitting, crocheting, and yarny things. I also sew a little bit. So if you hear me talking about fabric and sewing, it's because I do sew and I make project bags. And I haven't made any in a while. I just haven't had time. I've been really busy. So I will get on that and get some up so you guys can buy them if you're interested. But I live in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. I am married to my husband. We have been together for over 12 years or almost 12 years. I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. And I have two daughters, Madison, who just turned 11 on September 24th, and Sage, who is 6, and she has a birthday coming up in December, so she'll be turning 7. And we live here in the Chicagoland area, and we also have a dog who is 100% Siberian Husky, and her name is Dakota. And Dakota had a skin problem a few weeks ago, and I asked everybody for some advice on how to give her meds. So those were all great advices, and what I did was somebody had mentioned to wrap the pills in a piece of ham, and that's what we did, and she gobbled it right up. And now her fur is finally growing back and her skin does not look raw and red anymore. So thank you everyone for the suggestions. And yeah, everything's working out pretty well. Now then, an update with my health issues. I did go to the doctor on Thursday, which was the 24th. And I saw my primary care physician and also a dermatologist. I went to my regular doctor for a checkup because I have high blood pressure, and when I went that day, my blood pressure was really high. So what she did was increased my dosage for my medication. So now I have to take twice as much. Instead of the 5 milligrams, it's 10 milligrams a day, and I've been doing that and I've been keeping up with it, and hopefully that will help with my blood pressure. And I am also watching what I eat. So I want to exercise. I really do. I just don't have time because I work so much. I work 10 to 12 hours a day, and then by the time I get home, I'm just so exhausted. I can't do that. So she just says to, if I have time, to exercise, and then just to watch what I eat. So I have been doing that, and hopefully my blood pressure will go down. And I also went to the dermatologist because I'm 40 years old and I'm breaking out, just mainly on my face and my neck and my chin area. And it's not pretty and I just don't like it. So I want to fix that problem. So I went to the dermatologist, and she took before pictures, and then in 3 months I have to go back, so she'll take more pictures to see what I look like. But she did prescribe 2 creams, and she recommended over-the-counter cleansers and moisturizers, which were quite expensive. And then also she recommended makeup that I can go buy just to help with my skin problems. So hopefully in 3 months when I go back, I will have clearer skin. And she did say that it will take some time to work, so I have to be patient and keep doing the routines in the morning, at night. And yeah, I'm looking forward to clearer skin, so I can't wait for that. So if you guys are ready, I just want to say welcome, because I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but thank you guys for joining me. And I have lots of things to talk about today. I have a yarn swap. I have a box from Gary from Urban Yarn. We did a yarn swap, and his box that he sent to me came in before mine got to him. So he just recently uploaded a video showing my box that I sent him. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I sent him and haven't seen that video yet, I will link it down below. I will also link Gary's channel down below as well. His name is Gary and he's from Urban Yarn. And if you guys don't watch him, I think you need to, because he always has amazing content and he inspires me to try different things, and all his makes are wonderful, and I just really enjoy his channel. So go check him out, Gary from Urban Yarn. Hit the subscribe button for him and like his videos, because like I said, he has amazing content. But I have that box that he sent me to show you, and it's been here for a couple weeks and I have not opened it. So yeah, I showed some restraint there. Every time I walk down to my craft room, I eyeball it. I want to open it, but I don't. So I just slit open the top of the box, and I have not peeked inside. So I will show you guys that in a few minutes here. I also have a purchase from Hobby Lobby and a purchase from an Etsy seller. Two actually, and then I will show you my works in progress and some finished objects, and then a fabric that I want to start sewing up some project bags with. So what do you guys want to see first? Do you want to see the yarn that Gary sent? Let's do that, because I don't think I can wait anymore. So let me show you what he sent me. Now I'm very excited about this. Originally I wanted to just send him some Hobby Lobby yarn because he does live in Canada, and they don't have Hobby Lobby up there. So I told him, because I got a great deal on some clearance yarn at Hobby Lobby, I wanted to send him some, and he would not take no for an answer. He said if I sent him something, he'd have to send me something. So I caved and sent him my address, and so here we are. So here is that box, and there's a card to me. And just so you guys know, I don't buy cards. I feel like it's a waste of money in a way, because if you were to keep every card that everybody sent you, you'd have, like, your whole house would be full of cards. So I really don't do cards. I usually just either type up a letter or handwrite a letter out. But he did send me a card, and I really do appreciate it. And it says thank you. And I'm not gonna read this out loud. I'll read it privately. So I will read that after I show you what's in the box. So here we go. I'm very excited. And he put some bubble wrap in there. Like, who doesn't like bubble wrap? My kids will pop this in a minute here. So let's see what he sent. So the first, oh my gosh. I was hoping he would send me one of these. I am so happy right now. This is from Michaels. This is their Loops and Thread swirl shawl, and we don't get this here in the US, and I don't know if it's just in Canada that they get this, but look at how gorgeous those colors are. I absolutely love it. I love it. Thank you, Gary. I love it. The colorway on this one is called Cinnamon. So let me tell you about this, and it is so soft, and it is 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. Now I have worked with Hobby Lobby's Delish Boutique, and for some reason that yarn made my hand itch when I was working with it, but I don't think this one will, because it only has the 10% alpaca. But it is a fine number 2. It recommends a 3.5 millimeter knitting needles or 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. It says machine wash cold, do not bleach, dry flat, do not iron. And what else can I tell you guys? It is made in Turkey, and there are 524 yards, 5.29 ounces, 150 grams. So look at how beautiful those colors are. I really love it. I love it. Thank you, Gary. I love this one. I love the colors in it too. So that was the first cake that he sent. And let's see what else. And he also sent another swirl shawl in this colorway. I love the colors in this one as well. And this one is called Tropical. There's greens and turquoise and purple in there. Really beautiful soft yarn, and I will definitely be making shawls with this. So I can't wait to use that. And let's see. Ooh, this is something that I have never tried before. It is Willow Wheels, and I believe it's from Hirschner's. So if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. This is 70% acrylic, 30% wool. It is made in Turkey, recommends a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook or 3.75 millimeter crochet hook or knitting needles, and the color is called Cosmos. Really pretty, really soft yarn. This is probably going to be a shawl, and he sent me 2 of these cakes. Very, very pretty. I love it. Thank you, Gary. I love it. I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, there's a couple more things in here. The last type of yarn he sent is called Willow Everest, and I actually really wanted to try it, and I love this burgundy color. It's gorgeous. This is really soft, and it's in the colorway Cranberry. And if you're not familiar with Willow Everest, it is 1.75 ounces, 50 grams, 126 yards, or 115 meters. It is 50% fine merino wool, 50% microfiber, and it's made in Turkey. And this one is a categorized as a DK weight or a 3 weight, and it recommends a 4.5 millimeter knitting needles or 5 millimeter crochet hook. So very pretty yarn, very soft, and I love the color. Thank you so much, Gary. And he sent me 2 of these in this color. I love it. And then he sent me 2 in a different color, which is called Dark Plum. So it looks brown, but it's like a really dark, I mean, to me it looks brown. It's still a pretty color, like a brownish purple. Really pretty. I like that. I wonder if we can pair these 4 balls together to make a project. I really love that. Thank you so much, Gary. And then he has one more thing in here, more bubble wrap for the kids. They'll love it. And it is wrapped in this blue tissue paper. So I wonder what's inside. I can't wait to see it. I am so excited. You did a good job wrapping this up, Gary. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's gorgeous. Look at that. I love it. You know, green is one of my favorite colors, and I love this shade of green. Did you make this, Gary? Because this is gorgeous. It has his initials on the bottom. I love it. This is going to stay here in my craft room, and I'm gonna try to find space for it here on the shelf because it is beautiful. Look at the colors on the inside there. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Gary. I will treasure this and cherish this, and I love it so much. So thank you very much for everything you sent. I love everything, and hopefully in the future we can do this again because I do enjoy it, and I hope you liked everything I sent you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. So that was my little gift from Gary. And again, if you guys are interested in seeing what I sent him, go check out his channel. I will link it down below. So thank you again so much. And I absolutely love this. I really do. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. It's gorgeous. I will read your letter later off camera and just smile all day because that was the perfect gift. So I will set this aside so it doesn't get broken, but I absolutely love everything. My favorite definitely has to be this. It has to be because this is just so beautiful. But my favorite yarn, I think, will have to be these. They're gorgeous. I will have to make some shawls with that. So thank you so much, Gary. And don't worry about the alpaca. I was just, like I said, allergic to the Delish Boutique from Hobby Lobby, so I don't buy that anymore. But I will test these out, and if they don't make my hands itch, I will work with them. So that was my yarn swap with Gary from Urban Yarn. So let's move on to the next thing. And I have only a couple of finished objects, so I don't have that much to show you guys, but I did go to Hobby Lobby, so let's get into that. So let me set that aside. And I went to Hobby Lobby because they have new yarns out, and I was just browsing to see what I wanted to touch them and feel them, see what they were like. And they now have some Premier yarns at Hobby Lobby, so I had to pick up a few that I have never used before. And the first ones that I picked up are the Premier Bloom Chunky. Now I have been eyeballing this on Premier, and I just felt like it was a little bit too expensive, and I went on a week where Hobby Lobby had 30% off yarn, so I picked this up for $2.80 a skein, and I only bought one because my intentions are to knit up a hat. And this one is in the colorway Wildflower, and again, it's Premier Bloom Chunky, and like I said, they now sell this at Hobby Lobby, so that's exciting. And they have other Premier yarns there as well, like the Premier Cotton Collage. Let me see what else. I can't remember all the other ones, but they do have quite a few now of Premier yarns there. So if you haven't been to Hobby Lobby lately, go check it out. If you really like Premier yarn, you should go and see what new yarns they have there. Now this is a bulky 5, and it is 109 yards, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, and it recommends an 8mm crochet hook or 8mm pair of knitting needles. And it is made in Turkey, and I bought one in this colorway, which is Wildflower, and then I bought one in this colorway, which is called Dahlia. Really pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna knit up hats with those. And then I went because they now have new hand-dyed yarn, and it was on sale. They're originally $14.99, but on sale, I think it was a little bit, it was less than $11, like $10 and some change. But these are originally $14.99. And this is Yarn Bee Authentic hand-dyed tonal. And the colorway I bought is called Chestnut Embers, or Chestnut Ember. And it is in this gorgeous like rust color. It is really soft and it's beautiful. I usually don't go for this color, but I have plans for this, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this is 100% superwash merino wool. So you guys can look at that one while I read the label on this one. So 100% superwash merino wool, a super fine number 1. It recommends 2.75mm knitting needles or 3.25mm crochet hook. The name is Chestnut Ember. Hand-dyed yarns. It says hand-dyed yarns can have a slight color variation from skein to skein, and it is made in Turkey. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 420 yards, or 385 meters. Now, isn't that color gorgeous? I bought 2 of these, so I have plans for this, and I will show you guys that in a minute. But if you guys haven't seen this or haven't gone to check it out, I highly recommend it if you like working with hand-dyed yarn and finer weight yarns. I love this one. I cannot wait. I mean, I think this goes really well with my skin tone, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to make with that. I also picked up a little free pattern booklet that they have available. You just grab them off the shelf and it's free. But they have patterns on here for, it's called Puff Stitch Projects, so it's crochet projects using the puff stitch. And there's this cute little beanie that I think I will make. And then it also has the matching scarf, fingerless mitts. So there is the fingerless mitts, there's the beanie or the hat, and there's the pattern for the scarf. So go check that out. And then on the back they also have a pattern for ear warmers and scarf set, it looks like. So I will be working up some of these projects. I think I'm going to start off with the beanie, and I think the yarn that they are using for this might be the Yarn Bee Pigment and Fiber, which I picked up a few skeins from Hobby Lobby when they had their clearance sale going. So I have 2 different colorways that I can use to crochet that up with. So it's a cute beanie, and I will definitely give that one a try. So go check it out, and I love it. I love the yarn. It's just gorgeous, and it screams fall. And then while I was there, I found this little pack of binder clips, and it was just on clearance for 74 cents, so I just snatched it up. So good deal. I usually use clips to clip together my patterns, especially when they're like more than 10 pages. I don't staple them, I clip them, so that way I can keep them together. So that was it for my Hobby Lobby haul. I didn't buy much. I was contemplating on also buying the chunky hand-dyed yarn, but I decided to go with fingering, and they have different colorways, and I think I'm gonna go see if I can grab them all, like 2 skeins of each, because I definitely love this. And there was a really beautiful purple tonal that I really wanted, but that will have to wait until next week when the yarn is 30% off again. I will check it out and maybe grab up 2 skeins of that. But yeah, it was pretty fun, and they had a lot of different yarns there, and eventually I might pick up a skein or 2 of each just to show you guys, if somebody hasn't already done so. But I will do that, that way we can see what new yarns they have at Hobby Lobby. And I enjoyed going. It was fun. All right, so my next thing is a little Happy Meal that I bought for myself, and I bought it because I have this project that I want to knit up. But I went on Etsy and I ordered 2 skeins of hand-dyed yarn from Holly Press Fibers. I will link her channel down below, not her channel, her Etsy shop down below if you guys are interested in checking out what she has available in her Etsy shop. But I ordered some hand-dyed yarn, so I am excited because I am pairing these up with this to knit a shawl. I will show you that pattern in a minute. But what I bought is 2 skeins. Now they're 2 different colorways, but they look similar, but they're different. So this one is in her sheepish sock base. That's a tongue twister, and it's called Caramel Pear Crisp. And that's the name, that's the colorway of this yarn. And it is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 463 yards, and this is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. And I love this colorway. It's totally fall. That's why I bought it, because I think it would go well with this. And it's super soft, and you can see the speckles, and there's like a brownish gold color, more browns, and like a beige color with a little bit of gold and yellow in there, and some green. And I just think it's gorgeous, and I bought one of those. And then I also bought the in her sheepish sock base fingering weight yarn. This is called Autumn Bliss, and I bought this one with the regular skein, and it came with the 2 minis. So you have a choice. You can just buy the 100 gram skein, then you can buy the skein with 1 mini or the skein with 2 minis, and I bought the skein with 2 minis. And this one has the same colors as this, but instead of like the beigey brown color, it has the dark purple. And this one is beautiful, and the greens in there, I love that, the speckling. And then I love that I bought the 2 little matching minis with that. So this one was beautiful, and I can't remember how much each of these were. I believe these were $33 or $35 for the skein and 2 minis, and I believe this was like $26 or $27. I'm not sure, but I will link her Etsy shop down below if you guys are interested. And I just think this is so gorgeous, and I am pairing these up together to knit a shawl. I think those would be, those would match really well, and that would make a beautiful shawl. So this is the shawl that I am knitting. I purchased this pattern on Etsy, and it's called the Drifter Shawl. So if you guys are interested, I will link the pattern down below, and I bought it off of Etsy. I can't remember how much, but I believe it was $6. It was either $6 or $6.50, and I will link it down below. It is a knitted pattern, and it is an asymmetrical shawl, and you need 2 or 3 different colorways to knit this up with. So I will be caking up some yarn, maybe not this weekend, but next weekend, and I will start on this shawl. And it looks fairly simple, so I will be doing that. And let me know, do you guys think that these 3 colors will go well together? Because I can either pair up these 3 together, or I can use this with this, and then maybe go get a skein of the purple at Hobby Lobby, the same yarn as this but in the purple color at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I can't decide what to do because these 2 colors are very similar, but this one does have the purple, and I was thinking of maybe adding the darker purple with these 2. So what do you guys think? I can't decide, and I love all of these, so I can't wait to work that up. So that is my plans for all that, and I can't wait to get started on that project. So what else? That's it for acquisitions, and so let's get started with finished objects. Oh, one more thing, I lied. I bought a pillow form, a round one, because I had a 60% off from Joann. So all I bought at Joann's was this pillow form, and I honestly can't remember how much it was. I think it was less than $8 for that pillow form. It's a tad expensive. I think it was originally $13.99, so 60% off that. It was less than $6, I think. I can't remember, but that's what I bought at Joann's. And the reason why I bought that is because I am I showed you guys this in my last video, but I am working on an eyeball pillow, and it's almost done. I should have it done today, so that way I can start on a tutorial to show you guys how to make it. But I bought the round pillow form instead of the fiber fill, so that way I can just insert it for the pillow. So I think it's gonna fit really well. I might have to do another row of either single crochet or double crochet just to make this one a little bit bigger, but I think it'll fit in there. And I am currently working on I started it this morning, but I'm working on the back panel for it, and then I will put it together, and then I will start on a tutorial to show you guys how to make that eyeball pillow for Halloween. And I know September is almost finished, so hopefully I can get it recorded soon, maybe by next weekend, so that way you guys can start on it and have it done in a week or so, because it doesn't take long at all to do that. But let's go on and talk about my finished objects. I have finished the Berkeley shawl that I was working on, so this is what it looks like. Now the Berkeley shawl pattern is from one of my Mary Maxim knit clubs, and I finally finished it. Now the pattern was like boring for me, so it wasn't that exciting, but I finally finished it, and I think it turned out really pretty. So I think the yarns go well together. Now this was using Ella Rae Sunkissed Speckled from my Mary Maxim knit club. So this is the only problem I had with this yarn was after I finished the project, I did wash it. I hand washed it, and then I blocked it, and the yarn bled. So that was the only problem I had with the yarn, but it washed up nicely, and I laid it out on the bed to dry, and the yarn did bleed. I had a white towel underneath it, and the yarn did bleed on the white towel, but after I washed the towel, I didn't see any dye on the towel, so that was fine. I will wash it again because I think it will bleed a little bit more. This color bled, the solid or the tonal color bled, but it's okay. It still turned out really pretty. The yarn is soft, and I will definitely be wearing this scarf around because I think it's gorgeous. So that was one finished object. The other finished object I have is my Baby Yoda, which I already gave to my friend who wanted it, and he bought it from me. So he wants another one, and I told him I will go ahead and make one, even though I said I wasn't going to make another one, and now my daughter wants one, so I have to make her one as well. So let me see if I can find that pattern, because I just had a little problem with the pattern. I don't have it here with me, I don't think, because I don't see it. But if you're a new crocheter and you're just starting out for the first time, that pattern was a little bit difficult to read, just because she doesn't explain that you are crocheting in the round, and she doesn't explain on there that you do not join with a slip stitch after each round. So if she would kind of mention that in the pattern, I think it'd be a little bit easier for newer crocheters, because my problem was that she didn't say not to join, so I did join in the round, which I think that was my own fault, because if she didn't say it, why would I do it? But I had to start over. I had to frog that first one and start over, and then I finally figured it out. And then also with the arms and the legs, it's kind of difficult to do, but I figure that one out as well. But just a note for new crocheters, if you are working on that pattern or you want to work on that pattern, just make a note that you don't join in the round after each round. You just crochet in a spiral, and it'll all work out. And then she also doesn't explain where to attach the arms or the legs, so I kind of had to figure that one out myself. But he did turn out really cute, so I will go ahead and insert a picture of the finished Baby Yoda right here. So yeah, that was finished Baby Yoda, and now I have to make a few more. I told my friend that's gonna have to wait a while because there's so many things that I'm working on, and he said that's fine. So whenever I get it done, I get it done. And what else have I been working on? That's all I have for finished objects. It wasn't much because I've been really busy. I've been working a lot of hours, and I did finally send out that package to my friend who lives in Denmark, and the shipping was expensive, but it's not a big deal, and hopefully she'll get it in a few weeks. And I would like her to send me a picture of the box, and I hope she liked everything I sent her. And I also sent out some hats, and what else did I send? A package for Mama Swift for the Christmas in July fairies. I would have sent it a long time ago, but I really didn't want to bombard her with a bunch of packages all at once. So I waited a while before I sent out mine, so she should be getting that shortly. So congratulations, Mama Swift, and I've been watching your videos on the unboxing, so it's exciting to see what everybody sent you. So my works in progress is, I don't have much. I have been trying to knit this beanie that I talked about. So I'm calling on all knitters right now because I do need a little bit of help. If you guys can help me out, I'd really appreciate it. If not, I am going to email the designer of this pattern, because there's one stitch in here that I am having trouble with, and I have tried knitting up this hat 3 times already, and this is my 4th time frogging this hat because it's just not looking like the picture. So it's called the Cotton Candy Sunset Beanie. Now all the stitches on here are pretty simple. Knit, purl, slip, slip, knit, yarn over, knit 2 together, and that's about all you need to know. But the problem I am having with is the SSK, which is the slip, slip, knit. So on here she explains for her slip, slip, knit to slip 1 stitch purlwise, slip a 2nd stitch purlwise, and then knit through the fronts of the stitches. So when I do that, to me it's basically a knit 2 together. So let me show you that. So it's slip 1 stitch purlwise, slip 2nd stitch purlwise, and knit through the front of the stitches. Wouldn't that be the same as a knit 2 together? Am I reading that wrong? Because when I do it, it's basically the same as knit 2 together, because when you slip a stitch purlwise, you're not twisting the stitches, and it just says knit through the front. So I'm not sure if it's the same as knit 2 together or knitting 2 together through the back loop. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So if one of you guys can help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. If I can show you, I would, but I have no clue on how to do that stitch, because if you look at the picture of the beanie, I will insert a picture of the beanie right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the picture might be a little fuzzy because I tried to zoom in and it's just a screenshot of the picture that she has on her Etsy shop. But if you look at it, the stitches are kind of tapered in this way because you're decreasing, and then the next set of stitches is knitting two together, and it's just makes like a ribbing, I guess. And my stitches are not slanted inwards like this, they're going like this. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. If you guys can help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Again, it's slipping one stitch purlwise, slipping the second stitch purlwise, and then knit through the front of the stitches. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I tried to look on YouTube to see if there's a tutorial for that, but most of the SSK tutorials were for slipping stitches knitwise and then knitting two together, which I already understand how to do that. So this is a little bit different, and I've never done this before. I've slipped purlwise, but I have never slipped purlwise and then knit through the front of the stitches. To me, it's either the same as knitting two together. So let me know what your input is on that. So if I have knitters out there who knows what that is, please help me out. I'd really appreciate that. So other than that, I haven't started this beanie again because I got frustrated with it. I do really want to knit this up because it's a gorgeous pattern, and I did pay $5.50 for this pattern, so I will be making a hat eventually. Now with that hat, I'm going to do a little review here. I went to Walmart last week and I decided to pick up a pair of bamboo needles. Now this is from Lion Brand, so there's a close-up of it, and this is new to Walmart. So if you guys walk through Walmart's yarn aisle, you can see this towards the end, and it's Lion Brand knitting needles, and this is a 16-inch circular, and I bought it specifically to knit up this hat with. So I cast it on stitches, and the tips of the needles are fine. The problem I have with this is the cord. Now it is a plastic cord and it's really flexible, but the only thing is the cord is the same thickness as the needle. So the yarn does not glide really easily on the plastic cord, and you kind of have to push them. And I did not enjoy these needles at all. I will not buy any more of these needles. I just think it was poorly thought out. I don't mind that the cable is plastic, but I wish it was thinner than the needle, so that way the yarn can slide or glide easier through as you're knitting in the round, because this is the perfect circumference for knitting in the round. And I love the needle tip part. It's just the plastic cord that I don't like, and I will not be buying any more of these. So if you guys have used these before, let me know what you think about them. I did not enjoy working with these, so now I'm gonna have to switch back to my Chaogus. Those work wonderfully. And I bought these because I wanted to knit in the round. I didn't want to have to use the magic loop method, which I love, by the way. But for this, because there's a lot of yarn overs and stuff, I felt like it would be easier to knit in the round instead of using the magic loop method. But yeah, if you guys have used this, let me know. I really don't like it at all, and I will not be buying any more of these needles. And again, they're Lion Brand, and I bought them at Walmart. It was less than $4, and it's not worth the money because the yarn did not glide or slide easily through the cords here. So yeah, that was my little review of the Lion Brand knitting needles. I don't recommend it, and I did not like it at all. On to my next project, which is a project that I mentioned in my last video that I was going to start. It's a blanket that I am knitting using my 2 Karen anniversary cakes that I bought at Michael's, and this is what it looks like so far, and it's gorgeous. And I am nowhere near done with the cakes because they're giant skeins of yarn, but this is what I have. Now they're still attached to the ball, to the cakes of yarn, so it's going to be awkward showing you, but I am alternating the colors. The colors that I am using is Blueberry Birthday and Birthday Bash. So they're different shades of like greens and blues and grays, but this is what it looks like so far. It's really wide, but I am using a shorter cord, so it's all bunched up here, but this is what it looks like. And I think it turned out beautifully, and I love the colors, the color changes there. So I'm alternating the cakes, and I think it's turning out beautifully. There was a knot right here, and I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna trim it up a little bit, but other than that, I'm gonna leave the knot. It makes it look kind of rustic, but I love this. It's warm, it's soft, and I can't wait to finish it, to wash it. And I think it's gonna be really soft after it's been washed and blocked. But I am doing a seed stitch border and then stockinette stitch for the body of the blanket. So it's really simple, and it's turning out really nicely. And I wanted to enter this in the Karen Cake Off, which I believe, I can't remember, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it ends October 10th. That's in a couple weeks, and I don't know if I'm going to finish this in time. It is a bulky 5 yarn, but it knits up really quickly, and if I can do like 10 rows a day, I can get this done by the 10th of October. We'll see. If I don't get it done, I don't get it done. I just won't enter it, and if I get it done, cool. So that is what I am working on, and I am loving that blanket so far. That one's going to be for me because it's so squishy and soft, and I love it so far. So those are all of my projects. I have a lot going on. Like I said, I've been working a lot of hours. I have the school with my kids. Yeah, it's been a challenge, but I'm getting through it. And before I let you guys go, I am going to show you the fabric that I bought. So this fabric print has some pumpkins on it. It's a little sparkly. It's not glitter, but it's like sparkly, and it's just a gorgeous fabric, and I love it. I love the colors here, and I already started a project bag, but I'm going to make up some project bags using this fabric. And once I have some finished, I will show you guys. And I usually do PayPal, so I will show what I have available, and you can just email me with your PayPal email address, and then I will send you an invoice, and you can just pay me through PayPal. I will get your shipping address from PayPal, so just make sure that's correct, and I will just print out a shipping label and send it to you. But I will have only a certain amount available, so the first people to request a project bag will get it. And if I send you an email saying that it's sold out, then it's sold out. I will also list it down in the description box of that video whenever I have project bags ready. I will list how many I have and then how many's been sold, so you guys can check out the description box first before you request a project bag. So I believe that is all I have for you guys this week. It has been busy, and I'm gonna enjoy today because I have lots of things to do. I have to help my daughter work on her projects for school, and I also got a diamond painting. I had a company contact me. They're called Everyday E-Deals, and they emailed me and wanted to know if I can do a review for one of their diamond paintings. So I agreed and said I would. I'm not affiliated with them at all. They just wanted to send me a diamond painting to review, so I will be recording that later today. So if you're interested in that, I should have that video uploaded later this evening, so you can check that out as well. So I think that's it, you guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I will see you guys all in the next one. And be sure to check out Gary from Urban Yarn if you haven't done so. And if you don't know who he is, I highly recommend his channel. He always has great content. And Gary, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I loved everything, but I especially love this. And I think you should make more, and sell them on Etsy, sell them somewhere, because this is absolutely gorgeous. And I love it. Thank you so much. I don't know what to put in here yet, but I think I might buy some flowers, some little silk flowers, and put them in here. And I absolutely love it. So thank you so much. I loved everything that you sent, and I definitely want to do it again one day. So thank you so much, you guys. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great day. Enjoy the weather wherever you're at. It's really nice here in Chicago, so I will try to enjoy today. But I do have a lot of things to do. So I will see you guys next time. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.